don't have to pursue what you attract. Just because you're attracting shit don't mean you have to pursue it. Be the kind of woman that would attract what you're looking for. Don't go into any talking stage expecting, oh yeah, this person's my husband. My darling, no, it's not the one. Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel with your girl ZAINAB, and I'm back here with another YouTube video for you on the period. In today's video, I'm actually doing a sit down video. I haven't done this in a very long time, but then I felt like it was about time. We've been doing so many vlogs and I just wanted to switch it up a bit. So today I'm going to be talking about how to change your taste in men. In 2024, we're not about to keep going through the cycle of men attract shit. We're not going through that pattern. This year is the year where we actually date wisely and date intelligently. This is the year where we choose wisely in terms of how we even decide the kind of men that we allow our access into our life. Actually, in your 20s, I feel like in your 20s, that's when you're going through that phase of having to get into the dating scene and actually trying not to, choose the wrong ones. And not that everything I'm going to say today applies to everyone, but for anyone that shares the same opinions or the same perspective as me, and they're able to learn a thing or two from what I have to say. That's all that matters. Yet again, disclaimer, this is my personal opinion. This is my personal perspective on how I feel like you should go about dating in your 20s. But if you do not agree with that, I have to skip the video. If it's your first time seeing my face, well, hello, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is ZAINAB and I do a lot of beauty, hair, fashion and lifestyle content, and I also do a lot of sit down videos. I haven't done this in a very long time, but welcome to my YouTube channel. And if you're a returning subscriber, well, hello, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you for always choosing to support my channel, and please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and also leave a comment down in the comment section for me. Let's just get right into the video. I have to start with the fact that I was always moving from one relationship to the other. It got to a point when I told myself, like, I remember it was a relationship I had at the end of my uni. I remember telling myself I needed to take some time to really reflect and analyze like the pattern on why I keep attracting those type of men. And this was something I had to be honest with myself about. And I feel like that's the beginning of when trying to change your taste in men. You need to know who you are. The same questions you need to ask yourself. You need to go back to your portfolio. If you like you've been stuck in this pattern where you keep attracting the wrong men or you keep the toxic ones or whatnot, I feel like you need to actually take a step back, get out of the dating scene and take a step back and check from within. Sometimes this situation actually stems from trauma. It stems from like certain things that you had to deal with in the past, attachment issues or avoid. I cannot go into details on like all of those situations, but there's certain things you probably need to also like look into in order to know why exactly this is happening and heal. You do not want to find yourself taking those baggages from your previous relationship into your next relationship. Let me break it down. The only reason why you feel like you need to change your taste in men has to stem from something. And it's either because you've been attracting the wrong people, like, or it's either because you don't have a good track record of like great men that you've dated in the past, or you just want to attract better men. And all of this boils down to you. Like, it has to boil down to who you are, what you're trying to pursue, and what exactly you're trying to set up for yourself. That's why I have to start with the fact that you need to know who you are. Sit down and do a thorough analysis of the roles that you played in your past relationship and why they didn't work out. What you felt like you could have done better, what they did that really messed you up, and the reason why you even started in the first place. Also check within yourself. What are you triggered? What are the triggers that you currently have based off of the result of your past relationship? Because you need to sort that out yourself. And once that is done, you now need to really start getting to know yourself better. Know your what. Because the thing is, if you do not know your what, you would easily allow anyone to have access to you. Try to limit yourself into thinking that you cannot find better. And that's one thing that is not true, because you're going to do better, you're going to find better. Matter of fact, there's better out there for you. So you need to know your what first. You need to know what you're willing to take. You need to know who you are as a person and know moving forward, this is what I'm looking for. Once that is sorted, it makes it a lot easier for you to be able to set clear standards moving forward. Which leads me to my next point, which is setting your dating standard. Before you start talking about, you want to improve your taste in men, you need to have the standard set. If what you're looking for is like a physical perfect, or you're looking for somebody that just have money, that is financially stable and is good looking, there are a lot of financially stable, good looking men out there. Your standard, on the other hand, makes it a lot easier for you to weed out the ones that are not meeting up with the criteria, because there's a lot of men out there that could fit into your type. But the standard needs to be very specific. When you're setting your dating standards, also on the other hand, you need to also set your non-negotiables. Non-negotiables are things that are not up for discussion, things that are not up for negotiation. You are not compromising on those things. Once that is set, it makes it a lot easier for you to be able to have a set goal on what exactly is that you're looking for and exactly what you're not going to take as well. If your non-negotiables are someone that smoke, that's your personal one. That's your personal preference. You don't want someone that smokes. I've spoken to someone that smokes. And I found myself in a situation where every time we were together, I would literally always have to tell him not to do that around me. And I saw it as something that was just so uncomfortable for me every time having to say it. Because even when I would go meet this person, like visiting over at his house, I literally still have to, he would literally have to go downstairs to smoke. And it was very weird for me because I know on the long run, I'm not about to do that to myself. Like, I'm not about to be somebody that does that regularly. Actually, as a Christian, and if you're trying to tell yourself, yeah, it's going to change. Baby girl, you're not Jesus Christ. Let him experience God and let him change himself, and then maybe you can pick the conversation up later. But you're not about to change the man. You're not. If he doesn't want to do that himself, you're not about to do that. So set your non-negotiable. My non-negotiable could be different from your non-negotiable. And that's why I always say that when you're setting your non-negotiables and when you're not in the dating space, if you're saying certain things that does not align with what you're actually trying to pursue in a man or in a life partner, and it might seem like little things, because sometimes we have these conversations with our friend and they're like, oh yeah, it's an amazing man, I think you can overlook that. If that is part of your non-negotiable, baby girl, you're not overlooking nothing, because your friend non-negotiable is not the same as your non-negotiables. And on the long run, these are things that come back to haunt you. Let me say, for instance, one of my non-negotiables is someone that does not know how to communicate, and a man that is not a man of his word. If you tell me we're going to go on a date on Friday and you've now not texted me about this day, Thursday, Friday, you've still not spoken about it, and then you have the audacity to have conversations with me other than you mentioning that day, in my head, automatically, you're just not a man of your word to me. And I don't care how little where it starts from. And then you keep going down that lane, and then you keep forgetting so many other things that you have to keep compromising until you can't compromise anymore. You start, and then the relationship ends. You need to set your non-negotiables straight. Be precise with it. Do not overcompensate. Don't say, oh, it seems to be good, I'm not going to find better out there, da 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 da. Look at yourself. Don't you think you're the best thing that could ever happen to a man? So why do you think there is not one man out there that's going to give you the world? Just keep working on yourself, and I promise you, along the line, they'll come. Another thing I like to talk about is figure out what your love language is. Write them down. How do you want to be loved? It's very important when you're trying to date. I need to know it. Because failure of you not knowing it is the beginning of how everything is going to get ruined. And understand that it's totally okay to teach somebody how to love you. Because that way, if someone is coming to you and you're doing what they can, but it does not align with how you want to accept it, and you put it out there that this is exactly how I love to be treated, how I love to be, adored and loved and stuff like that, and it does not seem like there's going to be any changes, you know to use the door. If your love language is quality time, and you've met somebody that you're currently talking to, and they happen to not have time, they're always busy all the time, they cannot make out time for you, talking to them about it, and it seems like there is no changes, girl, use the door. We're not doing struggle love. Again, when a man really likes you, to not be that difficult to realize it or notice. So don't try to convince yourself otherwise. If I'm going to treat myself better, like, there's no need for me to be with you. Because what happens is, once you let all these things slide and then you get into the relationship stage, you would realize how lonely you would be compared to when you were even single. So I'm going to just cut to the chase. I remember I went on a date with somebody. Keep putting so much effort into the day. And I got home, didn't even think to check if I got home safe. The next day, I gave him the benefit of that. So let me just see if this guy texting. No. 2 days? No, I blocked it. Because the one thing is, it's okay for you to have not liked me as a person when we met. But then it's one thing to just have him a normal decency. Like just normal brain. Like you just have to have common sense. If you've invited me to step out of my house to come to you, and I've done that, and just for me to get home, and you should just check if I got in them safely. Was that much of a big deal? There's nothing that can nothing can move further. You should set those things for yourself. No matter how rich, how good looking that person is. there's better out there. And you need to be telling yourself you will get better. It's just set the standard high if you want to. And when it comes to setting standard, I always say you need to categorize it. So in terms of financial stability, there's want and there's need. Your wants are things that you could still compromise on a bit, but needs are things that you can't compromise. How is it like with family? Is it a compassionate person? Is it smart? Is it a spiritual person? So set those standards. Make it precise. Those non-negotiables are very important because we tend to skip it. But like, oh yeah, just a little time now. It's not just a Those little tiny things will lead to divorce eventually because you end up resenting the man that you so love too much because of these little things that just don't make sense. If you like a man that's romantic, if I meet somebody, I could still, put it out there that I would like to, be touched, words of affirmation and stuff like that, and that does not align with what the person is trying to give you. You can use the door. It's not every time men are Scott, men are. Do you have a fetish to be treated like shit? No, you don't. There's absolutely no reason why you should be stuck with somebody that clearly doesn't want you. Because if there's one thing for sure, there are 7 billion people in this world. So you're telling me your own one is not somewhere looking around deep fucking for real. You're gonna get the best because you think God created you to settle. Don't ever think my God will do you that day. Learn to observe. It's very important to observe because there are certain things that people say with their mouth that does not align with the actions, and you need to be able to stand on business. See. If you already have certain rules set for yourself and you compromise just a little, they're going to keep letting you compromise. They will put you to the limit of your compromising that you will have to compromise till you're tired. If you think about the fact that, oh yeah, I can just slip it and then she's good with it, it's going to keep sleeping. Sometimes listen with your eyes instead of your ears. So if someone is telling you, yeah, I'm going to take care of you, blah, 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 blah. Look, okay, I'll believe it when I see it. And learn the acts of silence sometimes. Observe. And be honest with yourself. Don't be trying to deceive yourself, let delusion ruin you. Observe everything. Love bombing is real. But when you're trying to get to know somebody, and automatically from the get-go, they're trying to do. My darling, it's okay for you to tell the person to slow down. Because after time, most of these guys that are trying to love bomb and all of that, eventually that pattern will get to when they start becoming so obsessed or either they start becoming controlling. But these are also some of the things you need to look at. You need to know what you want. Like if you're looking for a long-term relationship that could potentially lead to marriage, then understand that, okay, this is what I'm be honest with the person as well. Tell them, honestly, I cannot take this. Honestly, this is not going to work for me. Get to know who they are. See how they relate with people. See how they relate with like family. See how, like, these are certain things that I feel like you should share in order for you to be able to get the high value man that you're looking for. Take dating as an experience. Get to the introduction, to acquaintanceship, before you even get to talking stage, or even like go to friendship cell before you get to talking stage, because you realize that some people should have not even passed some levels that you put them in. And trust your intuition. Finally, as a single woman, please work on yourself. You don't have to pursue what you attract. Just because you are attracting shit does not mean you have to pursue it. Don't ignore red flags. Do not go back on your non-negotiables. Set the standards you want. High, low is your standard. Let nobody meet what you deserve for you. Be realistic though, but set you're the one day in the person, you're the one that's going to get married, whatnot. This person. So it's your decision. Don't just be hell-bent on you want this type of man. Be the kind of woman that would attract what you're looking for. Setting standards is very important because it also prevents the possibility of hurt, prevents the possibility of expectations. Like, don't go into any talking stage expecting, oh yeah, this person's my husband. My darling, no, it's not the one. Take your time. Become the son and go to the person. Whatever it is that you seek for yourself, you're going to get it. And that is a fact. They're not giving a badge of honor to people that settle because settle for less because yeah, like you're doing the Lord's work. Not really. If anything, God is even going to be looking at you like, see this girl. So please try to take your time. You're not in a hurry. When you're getting to know somebody, does your value align with you? Did the lifestyle align with yours? Forward in the future, do you feel like where you guys are currently at in your life and where you feel like you're headed? You feel like it could be a way to work around this together. Try to be realistic when it comes to the whole financially stable part. And my answer is, I'm not really looking for somebody that is extremely rich. If the person is extremely rich, very good. But if you're not rich, you cannot be lazy. You can lack in so many areas, but you can't lack in efforts. Because if I'm not seeing no clue of you actually put in the work and no consistency in how you've been doing that in the past, what's there to really discuss? Because one thing is, you can be a normal person and get in a relationship with an abnormal person, and then that's the end of it. Both of you become abnormal. Because the thing is, if I'm treating myself good, if I know my worth, I'm treating myself better, there's no reason why somebody will treat me less, because it does not correlate. Do you get my point? And the same goes for the female as well. You should also learn to communicate with the partner and actually, be able to discuss those things and actually learn to love them the way they want to be loved. But truth is, these are certain things you need to set in order for you to attract and just change your taste in men. With that being said, I've come to the end of the video. I really hope you guys will be able to learn a lot from this. I feel like I was actually all over the place because I didn't really like planning a script. I just written down like some pointers. But in my next video, hopefully I'm able to really plan and practice a bit more. But I really hope you guys will be able to learn a lot. And if you guys like this video, make sure to give a big thumbs up, leave a comment for me down in the comment section, subscribe, share. And if you would like to see any other video, if there's like any other sit down video you would like to see, like regarding friendship, regarding anything, school and finance and stuff like that, just let me know in the comment section and I'll be sure to do that. I told you guys I'm back on YouTube. Oh good. So don't play with me. Anyway, I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.
Trust in me, I can't use it.